Kitchen presents Lasagna Rolls.
So if y'all been following me, y'all already know I drop a cooking segment every blue moon. And today we are making lasagna rolls. Right here is my seasoning mix that I am putting into my ground beef. And we just gonna mush it up and mix it up. Now look, I don't know about y'all, but this mix right here was not on my list when I was a kid. But now that I'm grown, I have to have onions and pepper in everything that I make. So after we brown this beef, of course y'all know to drain the grease, right? Right, so I ain't gotta tell y'all that. So let me go ahead and drop a disclaimer. Originally, I put 10 in there, but 2 of them broke. So we're gonna roll with the famous 8 lasagna rolls. And I'm just gonna place them into this boiling water and let them cook. Oh, and please get some grease or get some butter and put it in that water. You do not want your noodles sticking together. And you also want these noodles to cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. They are pretty thick. So if you're one of those cooks that do it from scratch, baby, do you. But me, I am with Prego, thick with family. And we are going to pour this sauce. And we're going to use the same group of seasonings that I use to season my meat. And we're going to place it into the sauce because we want that seasoning to soak into those noodles. Also, in those noodles with that water, you want to place a tiny bit of salt just so they won't be completely bland. And when it mixes with the sauce, it'll just pop. Now let's get into this cheese mix real quick. So I use ricotta cheese and I also use a nice amount of Parmesan. Mix those two together. Sometimes some people put an egg in there just to get that loose consistency, I guess. But for me, I can do without the egg. So I'm just gonna shake some of my Parmesan into this ricotta cheese, mix it up, and then I am going to make a nice layer in my lasagna on top of my lasagna noodles. Now you want to spread a good layer of this cheese on there, but you do not want to put too much because you are going to have to roll them up and you don't want too much cheese oozing outside of your lasagna roll. So here I am going to spray my baking pan down with some Pam. Y'all can either use Pam, butter, or just get a napkin and spread a little bit of oil all over the pan just to make sure that your rolls do not stick to the pan. I am making 2 rows of rolls and I am just placing them in the pan neatly, giving them room to actually bake in the oven with the sauce that I am going to pour on top. Now, for my sauce, I am adding the rest of the remaining cheese that I had into the sauce because I want my sauce to be cheesy as well. So I'm putting ricotta in there, and I am also using some Italian cheeses along with that Parmesan. And it's just going to give it that nice creamy cheesy look. And once I'm done with that, I am going to pour all of the sauce and just lather it on top of my noodles. Now, when I do actually do that, you'll see that I am spreading my sauce around because I did not have a lot of sauce, so I had to work with what I had and make it work and just spread it around to make sure that it has contact covering all of the noodles and the in-between spots, and I'm going to sprinkle cheese on top when I am done. Okay, so there is a mixture of cheese toppings that I am laying on, and that is mozzarella, that's Parmesan, and I also have white cheddar cheese. Now, I use all these cheeses every time that I make this recipe. Like I said, it's my second time, so yeah, every time. You heard what I said. I put this cheese on top because it is delicious. The Italian cheeses just give it a different... I don't use anything like, you know, cheddar or none of that. I don't really like that when it comes to my lasagna. I like Italian cheeses only. So those are usually the white cheese toppings. And once it bakes and gets very crispy, it is delicious. I always put extra mozzarella on because mozzarella is my favorite cheese. It adds more of that stringy feel to it, and it just has a very delicious taste once this dish is baked. Now, I cover the entire tray with the cheeses. I try to get cheese on top of every little red spot. Try to cover those spots of sauce that are missing. But I do want to tell y'all, you do not have to use as much cheese as I use. Please, at your own, discretion. Do what you like. And once you're done sprinkling your cheese, of course you want to already have your oven set to 350. You're going to bake this dish for about 30 minutes and let it get a nice crispy coat on top. And this is what we're working with after about 25-30 minutes in the oven on 350. Y'all, I am just, mouth watering. It looks so good. And your girl had to cook some corn with it and put those extra peppers in that corn and slap some garlic bread on there with a salad on the side. Baby, ooh, y'all can't tell me Nathan. Look at that. Yes, honey. So pretty much at this point, y'all can call me Chef Girl or Chris because I did the dang on thing. Honey, I need to start doing more cooking videos. I don't always make it from scratch, but when I do and I figure it out, I will be glad to share with y'all. I absolutely love this dish and I cannot wait for y'all to try it. Y'all have to try it for yourselves. It is oh so good. Y'all don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There will be more on the way. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.